weren't really entertaining it before, but that things have changed. What challenges does Terence Crawford present to you, and how do you beat him?
Oh, I'm focused 100% on me. So, pressure.
When asked if fighting Crawford would boost his legacy, Canelo stayed firm. He gave Crawford credit for his success but didn't want to talk about it anymore or take the idea seriously.
Do you think it'll add to your legacy, though, fight
Yeah,
Crawford?
he's a really good fighter. 2 times undisputed champion. He accomplished so much. So, can add a lot to my.
This isn't the first time Canelo has tried to dodge questions about fighting for money. But did his comments make things worse? Tell us what you think. Canelo has often said he's not fighting Terence Crawford and is just focused on his own path. But after weeks of rumors, the fight now seems real. Turki Alalshikh, the man behind some of Saudi Arabia's biggest boxing events, has confirmed that Canelo will face Crawford in September.
Canelo in Riyadh in May, the big fight in the history of boxing. In September, then 2 more fights in 26. Don't miss with the line.
This is huge. Canelo, the undisputed champ at 168, will face Crawford, the former welterweight king, now moving up 3 weight classes to make history. It's a chance for Canelo to prove he's still boxing's top name and willing to face anyone. For Crawford, it's a bold step, one of the gutsiest moves ever in boxing. After months of denying rumors, Canelo has now confirmed the fight. He made a strong promise to Turki Alalshikh, the man behind Saudi Arabia's biggest fights, to reclaim his dominance. Their epic showdown is locked in for September. Canelo simply told Turki, "I'll be ready."
Look great.
There is one item missed from you now. That belt.
That belt. But I got you.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I got you.
This is a major moment in boxing. Canelo Alvarez, already the undisputed champion at 168 pounds, now faces an even bigger challenge as Terence Crawford moves up 3 weight classes for a historic showdown. For Canelo, this fight is not just about defending his title, it's about securing his legacy as the face of boxing. With Saudi Arabia fully backing the event, Canelo has vowed to leave no doubts. Meanwhile, UFC President Dana White recently confirmed he's entering a boxing partnership with Turki Alalshikh, the man behind Saudi Arabia's massive sports events. This deal involves TKO Group, the parent company of UFC and WWE, and is expected to reshape boxing's landscape. Boxing insider Dan Rafael revealed that Canelo no longer has a traditional promoter like Matchroom, Golden Boy, or PBC. Instead, he now has a 4-fight deal directly with Turkey. This shift means Saudi Arabia will likely manage and market the Canelo vs. Crawford fight without help from old-school boxing promoters. Rafael also hinted that a new TKO-based company, backed by Saudi Arabia, may officially promote the fight. This marks a major change in boxing, where money and global power, not tradition, are now driving the biggest fights. And that's exactly why this bout is finally happening.
The fight that Turki Alalshikh from Saudi Arabia has shown a lot of interest in. And of course, if it's going to get made, someone's going to have to put up a lot of guaranteed money, and he's probably the person that's going to do it. He's obviously been working closely with Terence Crawford. He was involved with the Terence Crawford's last fight that took place in August when he fought Israel Madrimov. It's obviously a fight that Terence Crawford has been very vocal about wanting.
Turki Alalshikh has played a big role in Crawford's career. He sponsored Crawford's last fight in August and is now making the Canelo vs. Crawford fight happen by offering money too big for even Canelo to turn down. Crawford has always wanted this fight. He's been open about it, calling Canelo out many times. But Canelo never responded. In fact, according to insider Dan Rafael, Canelo made it clear in the past that he wasn't interested at all.
Hasn't ever said he wanted the fight, kind of downplayed it to a certain degree. But it wasn't that long ago, I don't know, maybe a couple of months ago, he was doing an appearance and he was asked about it and he didn't close the door on it. In the past, he sort of like closed the door on it. It was like, I'm not interested. He's like, listen, I'll talk to anybody and listen to what they have to say about the deal, any kind of deal. So in my mind, that sort of at least cracked open the door to have the conversation. Like he wasn't just saying, forget it, in terms of working with Turkey or anybody else. So I think that Canelo is a smart person in terms of his boxing, but also in terms of his business.
Here's where things get interesting. Canelo never clearly said no. When asked about the fight months ago, he left the door open. Now with Saudi Arabia making it official, many wonder, did Canelo take the fight for legacy, or just the money? Mikey Garcia says it's a mismatch, size over skill.
I told my boy Jazz, I already caught the biggest fish in Texas. About to get out here and get it in. That's in the water. I know who the #1 fisherman is. Even big fish get caught.
Some fans would rather see Canelo challenge himself at 175 again against fighters like Bivol or Better Biv than face the much smaller Terence Crawford. But with massive money behind this matchup, it's clear why it's happening. Former world champion Andre Ward has shown full support for Crawford. While many believe Crawford won't be able to handle the size and power difference, Ward sees something else: Crawford's unshakable will. He said, "I'm not betting against Terence Crawford right now. Someone has to prove they can beat him." Ward made it clear this isn't disrespect toward Canelo, but belief in Crawford's heart and skill. As the fight gained steam for September, Crawford delivered a bold message, saying he already caught the biggest fish in Texas, and now he's ready to catch another, referring to his win over Errol Spence. While Crawford is confident, others like trainer Andre Rozier believe this step up is risky and question if he can handle the size and power gap against a dangerous opponent like Canelo Alvarez.
Another weight class, and I think 54 is going to be enough for him. Him going up to fight, and quote unquote, if he should happen, Canelo, I don't see that ending well. It's just too much and too far to go. But that's what it
Rozier's concerns highlight how serious this fight is. Crawford isn't just moving up in weight, he's facing one of boxing's top stars while giving up size and power. Canelo finally responded, saying every fight adds to his legacy, but warned that weight classes exist for a reason. He respects Crawford but believes strength matters. While Crawford is chasing greatness, Canelo is reminding him that many fighters have learned the hard way that skill alone isn't always enough. Former champion Keith Thurman believes Crawford sees something in Canelo, especially after his performance against Charlo, that gives him hope for victory.
I believe, seeing what I saw, I believe Crawford saw the same thing. If Charlo can go so untouched by just being, once he got dropped, his, spider senses, boom, fully awakened, right? Boom. So now hands up, don't make no mistake. So, that's how it is. We saw it in the Munguia fight, we saw it in the last fight. It's those little mistakes that end up having big consequences against Canelo.
Keith Thurman pointed out that after being knocked down, Jermall Charlo changed his defense to avoid more damage but failed to respond effectively, allowing Canelo to dominate the fight. Thurman believes Crawford, known for his smart offense and ability to adapt, might see a chance to do better. Some experts, however, think the size difference will be too much. They worry about Crawford taking a clean punch from Canelo, especially over 12 rounds. Canelo tends to slow down later in fights, so he might come out fast, trying to wear Crawford down early. Thurman explained that greatness comes from many factors: skills, toughness, mindset, and comparing Canelo and Crawford isn't easy. People tried to do that with Errol Spence and Crawford, and we saw how that ended. Unlike Charlo, who focused on surviving, Crawford might mix defense with clever attacks. Still, one mistake against Canelo could end the fight. Critics also point out that Crawford's last win at 150 pounds over Israel Madrimov wasn't impressive, and some, like Ryan Garcia, even called it a robbery. Former champ Sean Porter, who fought Crawford, admires his skill but questions whether he can handle Canelo's power and size. The risk Crawford is taking is real, and not everyone is convinced he can survive it.
No, that's 2 more weight classes. Once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he's still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a great, a legend. It's just so much to go into. It's a conversation that lasts an hour easily when we talk about all of the components that Terence Crawford has, all of the components that Canelo had, and how we find how they even out and who trumps one another, you know what I mean? We tried to do that with Errol Spence and Terence Crawford, and we see how that panned out, you know what I mean?
Sean Porter isn't questioning Crawford's skills, he's worried about the size difference. Canelo has proven power at higher weight classes, while Crawford hasn't yet faced top opponents above 150 pounds. The big question is, can Crawford's talent overcome the size gap, or is he taking a dangerous risk? Muhammad Ali's grandson, Nico Ali Walsh, believes Crawford is the only fighter who can pull off such a massive leap, calling it a battle of generational skill. Meanwhile, boxing analyst Frank Stree made a wild claim that Canelo won't make it to the fight because Jake Paul will beat him in May and step in to face Crawford. Most fans think that's absurd, but it sparked a lot of debate. Adding to the conversation, super welterweight champ Israel Madrimov also weighed in, offering a more balanced view of the matchup. As opinions clash, one thing is clear: Canelo versus Crawford is the most talked about fight in boxing right now.
Good fight. If 168 pounds, I think it's Canelo, but it's Canelo. better technique because 50-50. If 12 rounds, Crawford win, I think. If knockout, it's Canelo. He has power, smart, in more practical.
He has more experience.
According to Israel Madrimov, Crawford's ring IQ and skill give him a real shot, but Canelo's raw power at 168 gives him the edge. This raises a key question: can Crawford's technique overcome Canelo's strength? Gervonta Tank Davis is skeptical. He's voiced concerns about Crawford's recent physical changes, suggesting something unusual about his muscle gain and lack of injuries. Davis hinted at the controversial SNAC program and even mentioned past legal trouble linked to it, though there's no proof against Crawford. Whether these are mind games or real concerns is unclear. Meanwhile, Stephen A. Smith bluntly says Crawford is making a mistake. While he respects Crawford's dominance in lower divisions, he believes history shows there's a limit to how far a fighter can push size differences. Moving up 3 weight classes to face someone as powerful as Canelo, in Smith's view, could end badly.
No. Crawford needs the money.
Crawford needs the money?
Yeah, he had a chance to win anything. But, and another thing, bro, I don't be wanting to, how these guys is, then you get hurt against,
Matchroom?
who?
Okay, you're talking about Crawford got touched by Matchroom? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
you got clipped by Dan Ball, right?
Yeah,
Right?
Or Alalshikh?
He's looking this strong over the past year. I mean, all these years. He ain't been getting clipped or nothing. So that's that snack shit. I'm telling you. Y'all laugh. I'm telling you. And that guy that's a part of it, he been caught. He went to jail.
Stephen A. Smith compared Crawford's move to fight Canelo to Apollo Creed's downfall in Rocky, warning it could end his career. He pointed to Jermall Charlo's loss, saying if a bigger man like Charlo couldn't handle Canelo's power, how could Crawford? Amir Khan offers another view, having faced both.
Let me tell you what I think should be going. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jermall Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it. And lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go.